Hello, welcome back to today. Welcome to Fans on Basketball. This is your host, Lou, and today is Friday. That's right. Today we have some more basketball where we will be going over the Pacers Hornets game. The Charlotte Hornets take on the Indiana Pacers at home. Can LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller keep their momentum rolling towards a playoff contention conversation. In this video, we break down key moments from yesterday's NBA games, including Wemby getting a lesson from CP3. Guy never gets old. Now, also the Bulls back to their back-to-back losses and the Bucks' crucial win over the Jazz. Stick around for picks of today's must. Stick around for our picks on today's must-watch NBA matchups. This is Fans on Basketball. Let's get it.
Artlist.io.
All right. Welcome back to Fans on Basketball. This is your host, Lou, your ultimate NBA fan guy. And today we are talking all things Charlotte Hornets, and they are taking they are taking on the Indiana Pacers at home today. It's a time. It's time to see if LaMelo and Brandon Miller can keep this amazing synergy going and build some real momentum towards the playoff talk. All right, so today we have the Pacers against the Hornets. It is going to be a really good game. We do have some great synergy from last game against the Pistons, where Lamelo and Brandon kind of became looked like a little duos they're building. So this is one of those times where you want to see if that pays off. Definitely excited. It's going to be a really rough game because again, no centers. The Hornets have not been really great adapting to having to be playing with small ball lineup, and that does affect them. And on those offensive and defensive rebounds, I do see Halliburton going off a little bit tonight, but I do see a win for the Hornets with that combination of Brandon Miller and Lamelo Ball, especially Lamelo Ball leading the lead, getting everybody involved. It is going to be definitely a good game to watch, very dynamic. Might come down to the wire. Might go. I possibly see overtime in case the Indiana Pacers, um, they're not, do not are not playing well. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard fought out game. It's not a must win for the Hornets, but it's definitely gonna be definitely a good test. This is a great time for those backup, for the bench to step up and to come in and try to put in their own flame into possibly getting us a spot in the rotation, and possibly break into the starting lineup. Now, let's break down what the Hornets are going to need, right? The Hornets are going to need to stay out of foul trouble in order to win this game. The second thing is they're gonna have to play very fast, dynamic, up and down, and it's they are gonna need almost a close to perfect game. The reason why I say that is because Indiana Pacers are due for a bounce back game. And typically, these teams tend to use the Hornets as their trampoline. So, could this be a bounce back game? Yes. The reason why I say that is because Halliburton has been playing not too good. The Pacers have not looked good, you know, to, from the start of the season and this start of the season. But the matchup against Lamelo, against Brandon Miller, it's more personal than a matchup against Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Um, any other matchup Halliburton will have, he's not gonna have the same emphasis, and he's gonna play as hard as he plays because there is that media they have between LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, and Halliburton. And the reason why this goes back so deep is because in their rookie year, those were the three that had that under they were always in talks, right? Um, it was Anthony Edwards and Halliburton in the Western Conference, and then um, LaMelo just dominating the East in that rookie year. So there's definitely an underlying story. The underlying story is, however, against LaMelo. Then you have the Hornets against the Pacers. The reason why it is a bounce back game for the Pacers is because Halliburton can go off, and if he goes off, and LaMelo doesn't, which I don't think that's gonna happen. This is even if the Pacers lose, this would be a good. I do see the Pacers picking up where they left off, picking up where they left off last season, and then becoming that contender team that they became, or at least a first round playoff team. For the Hornets, they're gonna have to come in like sharpshooters. They're going to have to play like a team. They have to play selflessless. I mean, and they have to make points. They cannot have possessions on the other side of the court with no points. Minimum turnovers, at least 40%, 45% on the arc, and have busy hands on the defensive side. Defensive side. Come back, do it all over again for the next, was it 48 minutes? Is it gonna be a good game? Definitely, really good game. Um, all right, that is right now. This is the end of your first segment talking about the Hornets versus Pacers preview. Coming up in the next segment, NBA recap of last 9 games. Did we hit on some of them? Wemby and CP3. Uh, that's all next on Fans Home Basketball. Get it.
Artlist.io.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to Fansome Basketball. This is your daily podcast for basketball entertainment, comments, um, anything news basketball related. This is a Hornets bias channel, but we will always try to keep it as generous as we can. Um, Now, from yesterday's games, let's go over what happened there. Um, we have yesterday the Trailblazers against the Spurs. uh, the Spurs win 118. I believe we went with the Spurs on this one. Now, what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna do a spreadsheet. We're gonna keep tally of this, and so can you. And I think that for the next subscribers that are following this game until the end of the season, the one with the most points might get like a gift card. That is just something for you guys, for the listeners. If you guys have uh, want to go ahead and do this, please let me know. Like the video, subscribe, and for the subscribers, we'll keep a tally, kind of like a little tournament, but we'll do this every week. And the subscriber with the most points, with the most points on the regular season, we'll go ahead and give them like a 10, 25, or even $50 gift card. Uh, let's go see if you guys want that. Come on, subscribe. Come on, so you guys can compete, get that done here. The second game of the night, Timberwolves against Bulls. That was a pretty much a blowout, like how we mentioned. Timberwolves 135 to 119. Now the Bulls did make it competitive going into the third, but just the Timberwolves are on contender level going to finals level. So yeah, that was pretty much blowout. Bulls coming back, no Lonzo, no way to gel yet. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough season for the Bulls. Jazz against the Bucks. Bucks took the win. They needed this win. It was a must win for the Bucks. Damian Miller, outstanding, crazy numbers. Um, Very good game. Definitely a very good game. Let's look at the stats. for the Jazz Bucks game. All right, so for the Jazz, you got your Lauren Marketing at 8 points in 29 minutes, 7 rebounds. Cody Williams, 6 points. Walker Kessler, 6 points. Colin Sexton, 14 points. Coyote George, 10 points. John Collins, 11 points. Jordan Clarkson, 18 points. Drew Evukins, 4 points. Johnny Juzanga, 12 points with 16 minutes. Insane. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Patty Mills with 5 points. Isaiah Collar, 0 points, only 4 minutes. Kyle Fliperworski, 4 points, 0 minutes. And Bryce Sensabog with 1 rebound in 3 minutes, 6 points in 3 minutes. Wow, that is very good. Now, for Giannis Antetokounmpo, 31 points with a double double, 16 rebounds, 31 points, 2 assists, in 30 minutes. Insane. Torrey Prince, 6 points in 25 minutes. Brooke Lopez with 1 point, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Damian Miller with a 34 points. In 37 minutes, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Insane. Andrew Jackson Jr., 7 points. Bobby Portis Jr., 19 points. AJ Green, 12 points. Pat Connington, 3 points. Let's go back to um, AJ Green. AJ Green, 18 minutes, 12 points, 2 assists. Insane. Insane. Then Gary Trenton Jr., 2 points in 8 minutes. Ryan Rollins, 2 points. Marjon Buchanan, 2 points. Liam Robinson, 1 point. Tyler Smith, 0 points, 3 minutes. Stanley Umadi, three. Looks like how we mentioned, Giannis and Damian Miller needed to step up, and they did huge. Giannis with that double double, it's insane. Uh, the Jazz had 33 out of 77 field goals. The um, the Bucks 43 had 84 with field goal percentage of 51%. The Jazz with 42%. 3 pointers. The Jazz took 41, made 17 out of 41. The Bucks 15 15 out of 35. Their percentage 41.5 for the Jazz, 42.9 for the Bucks. In terms of free throws, 18 only missed one. 17 out of 18, 94% for the Jazz as a team in whole, and 22 out of 30 for the Bucks. Total rebounds, the Jazz 39. The Bucks out rebound the Jazz by 41. Offensive rebounds, 8 to 11. Key. Defensive rebounds, whoa, the Jazz out rebound the Bucks with 31 points. Now 24 assists to the 20 for the Bucks. Blocks 5 and 3, steals 5 and 13. 13 steals for the Bucks. 21 turnovers for the Jazz, 10 for the Bucks. 26 points in the paint to the 46, and personal fouls 19 to the 21. Overall, good performance by the Bucks. Great win. This was one of the games to watch, and we kind of hit on it. I think for next week, for week 3 of the NBA season, we'll go ahead and start that sheet. So like and subscribe so that you can also participate. Uh, Send in your screenshots through the DMs and social media. We'll add you onto that sheet, and we'll keep tally and scored. And again, at the end of the season, of the regular season, the person with the most assertive, the one that did um, that guess the actual wins. The one that has the more, we'll give them a $25 or maybe $50 gift card. And if you're the only subscriber and you're actually participating, then you get $50. So come on, let's get those subscribe and joined this game that I don't know what we're gonna call um, anymore. Real quickly, coming up, we have in the last segment of the show, we have the game schedule for today and games to watch. That's all coming up today. Fan zone basketball. Let's go. Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to this last segment of Fan Zone Basketball, your daily podcast news for NBA and the Hornets. This is your host Lou, and I will be. And in today's last segment, we'll be talking about the the game list of today's games, Friday games, and the games to watch. We'll go ahead and give you my predictions of who I think would win starting next week. Don't forget subscribe because we're gonna start I'm gonna start having a spreadsheet where we can, where I'm gonna record what who I picked, and then if you send in your predictions, we'll have them in that spreadsheet as well, and we'll keep tally of the person who had the most correct predictions. At the end of the regular season, if you're a subscriber, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications for the video, um, and you participated, if you are the winner, you will get a $50 gift card. So remember, like, subscribe, turn off notifications, follow us for more, for updates, and give your chance to win a $50 gift card. I know it's not a lot, but it's something. All right, games for the games today. It's a full house today. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Exciting. All right. So for today, we have the Pacers against the Hornets. Again, remember to watch all these games on NBA League Pass and your local channels. Not sponsor. Pacers against the Hornets. Hawks versus Pistons. Pelicans versus Magics. Nets versus Celtics. Warriors versus Cavaliers, which it is a game to watch. Warriors Cavaliers, very dynamic, both in over the 500. Both teams just coming off of a win. It's going to be a really good game. Bucks versus Knicks, another one of those games that you must watch. That's right, Bucks against Knicks. The Knicks come out of a loss in their last game, so this is a must win for them. Bucks want to keep going on a back to back. So it's going to be very difficult, but Giannis and Damon Miller can pull through. Suns versus Mavericks, another one of those games. Good game, not a must watch, but it's definitely going to be an entertaining one. Rockets versus Thunder. That's right. Rockets versus Thunder is a must watch game for tonight. Those are two dynamic teams, very fast, very on the mark, and it could be a really high scoring game. They both play some decent defense, but I do see the Thunder taking this one. Then we have the Wizards versus Grizzlies. We have Trailblazers versus Timberwolves, both coming out of a back to back win, so that should be a good game. Heat versus Nuggets. That's right. That's a must watch. Then the classic of the West Coast, 76ers versus your LA Lakers. I'm sorry. It was this one. 76ers versus the Lakers. That's right. That's a must watch game for today as well. Clippers versus Kings. That's also a good one. And I'm sorry, 76ers versus Lakers is not the West Coast Classic, but it is a really good game. Other Sixers are on the road, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a second homecoming for P. Paul George. Now, Let's go see Pacers versus Hornets. Very high scoring game. I got the Hornets with a 10-point win. Actually, yes, no. My brain is telling me Pacers are gonna win. So I'm a Hornets fan, but I'm also realistic. So we'll go ahead and go with the Pacers. Hawks Pistons. I'm taking the Hawks. Pelicans Magic. I'm taking the Pelicans. Nets versus Celtics. I'm actually taking the Celtics. Warriors versus Cavaliers. Oh, I'm taking the Warriors. Bucks versus Knicks. I'm taking the Knicks just because the Bucks are coming out from a back to back, and it was a very hard fought back game yesterday. So they are. I do see them losing today. Suns versus Mavericks. I see the Suns taking this win. Rockets versus Thunder. OKC, very surprised that they lost against Nuggets, but I do see this being a kind of get back on track game for the Thunder. So I believe OKC is going to. Oh, that was it. You know, they're going to the Rockets. Wizards versus Grizzlies. I'm taking the Grizzlies. John Moran, and it's going crazy, going nuts. Trailblazers versus Timberwolves coming out of winning games. I'm doing this. That I'm taking Timberwolves. Heat versus Nuggets. I'm taking the Nuggets on this one. Actually, yeah, Heat, Nuggets. I'm taking the Nuggets. Yeah, taking the Nuggets. No, taking the Heat. Heat. I'm taking the Heat on this one. 76ers versus the Lakers. I'm taking the 76ers. Clippers versus King. Taking the Clippers. And that is for today. Again, thank you for listening to the podcast. This has been your host Lou. This is Fan Zone Basketball. We're hoping to bring production up so that we can make it better. Now we came up with this little game on the spot. You saw it. We're gonna do this little game where you're gonna send your predictions, and we'll have a spreadsheet. If you're a subscriber, if you're a subscriber and have all notifications on, at the end of the season, if you keep participating, um, we can go ahead and give you a $50 gift card. Now, the pro the the cool side is that if you are a subscriber and you are participating, you want to come and join me in making one of these videos in the podcast, or just kind of talk about a specific game, we can go ahead and do that as well. So remember, this is trying to build a nice fun community to talk about basketball, to have fun, make friends, drink a little bit of water after a game, relax, sit back, give your thoughts, and just you know like if you were just hanging out with buds. Again, it has been the Anselm Basketball Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Follow us on social media, and we're working on getting on Spotify, hopefully soon. All right. Thank you so much. Peace.